Hey folks, welcome back to what I'm hoping to be the final part for Final Fantasy. So, I have a couple of things that I need to explain, including why I'm here. But we'll do that while I'm grinding, of course. First things first, the thing about the last part of the stream was that we were fixing to head to the Temple of Chaos. Well, after finding out that once you get in, you can't get out, I realized that I might have screwed myself. Well, apparently there is a certain situation about the area itself. One of them is that, particularly, to survive that area for the longest period of time would be to ultimately is to have two particular items, or in their case, armor equipments, but to an extent though. Those armor equipments are a healing helm and healing staff. And I'm pretty sure, for those of you who watched that, saw that I sold them, not realizing their potential usefulness. And by potential usefulness, I did not realize that they had the ability to be infinitely be used and not run out. I did not realize that. In other words, I sold what may very well have kept me alive for the longest time. So, yeah, had I known that, I wouldn't have sold those items, and instead I would have hanged on to them for the Temple of Chaos. Because again, like I found out in the last video, once you get in, you cannot get out. It's like, crap. Wish I'd known that earlier. So that's the issue that we are at hand right now. However, though, I did find out something else that was mentioned. And that was the fact that if you are at the low 30s in terms of level cap, your chances of survival are going to be a little bit rough, but it's manageable according to what has been said. You can do it at the low level 30s. On the other hand, though, they also said that if you're at the high 30s, like probably 37, 38 maybe, you stand a better chance. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is that I am level grinding until I get to I'm wanting to get to level 40, which could be a long time, I admit on that one. Could be a very long time. But my goal is to get all of my heroes to level 40, to where that way we stand a better chance in the dungeon, we can last longer, and we can actually get to Chaos. Because it's going to be a doozy. It is going to be a doozy today, once we finally do get in there. But I'll kind of show you what level my characters are at right now. Currently, with the exception of Tyler, of course, which hopefully he hasn't got much left. Yeah, he's just a few more battles away. They're about 33, 34. So, why am I over here in the ice cavern? Is the question that everyone's asking right now. Well, according to what I was reading, there are several ways to level grind, in this game. Some of them are like, oh, you can level up early, which is like, well, I'm kind of late in the game. Like, level 30 late in the game. So I'm kind of like, okay, what would be a better method? And there were some people suggesting certain areas and stuff like that, but according to what I was reading on this one particular one, they said in the ice caverns, there is the evil eye boss that is respawnable as we are witnessing right now, it is respawnable in that one spot. And basically what's happening is that I am always, every single time I go back to that one spot, regardless of what direction I'm in, like if I'm either up, left, or right, and I go back to the center, which is right there, I will always encounter the Evil Eye boss. And because my characters being as high level as they are, they're killing it in one hit. Well, with the exception of Tyler and TJ, but I'm sure Tyler will eventually, in the next level or two, he'll be able to one-shot that one with no problem, probably. We'll find out sooner or later. But the point is that this seems to be the best method in terms of level grinding. To me, it seems to be the best method. Because number one, it's not a random encounter, but rather a precise counter. In other words, you're guaranteed 100% that he will spawn in that spot. Like, regardless of which direction I'm going, I'm always going to get encountered by that particular enemy. So, that would mean that no matter how many times I get into that spot, he's going to spawn there. And record, yes, he doesn't have a lot of experience that he gives off. But when you calculate it based on, like, time-wise, like how long average-wise it would take, you would, according to what he said, you would get 10,000 experience per minute. Per minute. That's pretty good. You know? Especially since now 3 of the 4 heroes are doing one-shot kill. Poor TJ, he's lacking in the attack department, but I don't want him to use spells, because quite frankly there's no need to, especially since all my heroes can deal damage in one hit, you know? I mean, I think he's only got like 180, and that's it, because Tyler was at like 140 damage, 144 I think, and that wasn't really killing it, so I think it's at I want to say 180 or 150, one or the two. But either way, so far, all of my heroes are now at level 34, and like I said, I want them to be at level 40, which that's 6 levels from now. So this might take a little bit longer than I would like to have happen. Like, it's going to take a lot longer. So, depending on what happens between now and within the next 40 minutes, I want to say, next 40 minutes, depending on where we're at in terms of levels, I may just go back to the Temple of Chaos. On the other hand, though, if you guys have any other better ideas in terms of level grinding, I'm willing to listen to them, because I didn't know about all that stuff. You know, knowing about the Healing Helm and the Healing Rod, I wish someone would have mentioned it to me. No one has yet. But oh well. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, and also too, just to quickly let you know, tomorrow and then the 17th of this month, I will not be streaming those 2 particular Wednesdays. And I have a couple of reasons as to why. One of them is that tomorrow I have plans with our friends to hang out and stuff. So naturally, I'm not going to be able to do live streaming tomorrow. But I will try to make that up in terms of like either I want us to beat Final Fantasy today. In today's stream, I want to beat Final Fantasy. And if what the guy said is true, that in the high 30s is a piece of cake, then we shouldn't be that far off to where we can actually do that. But it depends on what happens today in this stream. I'm hoping we'll do this, but only we'll find out as soon as we get close, you know? Again, we just gotta wait and see. But as for next Wednesday, the reason why I won't be streaming next Wednesday is simply because of the fact that me and Delmar, and a couple of our friends, are going to go to Cookville that Wednesday. Me and Delmar, we have a tradition that we do every January. And that is basically the after Christmas trip. We go to Cookville, and Cookville is like the best place for like any form of hobby that you're doing. And I say any form of hobby because of the fact that Crossville, Tennessee, admittedly has nothing when it comes to collectibles or even hobby-wise. And I say hobby-wise because the only hobby that you're going to see in Crossville is golf. I cannot stress that enough. That's all you're going to see is golf courses in Crossville. I think there's like 3 within the regional town of Crossville. I mean, if I had to pull up a phone book right now and specifically states how many golf courses there are in Crossville, there's at least 3 of them. Because technically, back whenever I was living in Tansy, which is a small community retirement complex, what do you call those places? Suburb, I guess? I'm not quite sure. It's a group of it's a neighborhood. It's a group of neighborhood, basically. Tansy is basically one giant golf course with a bunch of houses everywhere. If you can picture that in your head, I don't know. If that helps explain anything or not, I don't know. But then there's also another neighborhood community rather, called Deer Creek, and it also has a golf course. And I think there's one more, but I don't know what that one's called. It may be its own golf course, and it's just completely blocked off from everything else. It's its own, like, golf club thing, you know, like one of those country club places. At least I think that's what it is. I'm not quite sure. And TJ, you're kind of running low, aren't you? Better fix you up. That should fix you up a little bit. One heal is all you need, really. But, no. Where was I? Oh yeah, back to the Cookville thing. So me and Delmar, what we like to do is that we like to, you know, whatever money we have saved up, you know, if we have any saved up after Christmas. Sometimes we have enough, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we usually have around $200 that we can use to spend down there, you know. And by collectibles, I mean video game wise, you know. There's at least 4 different video game shops that you can go to. I say 4 video game shops because technically there are 2 GameStops down there, which are like, I want to say they're 2 miles apart. They're not that far apart at all, but one's bigger than the other. And sometimes there's been a good chance that I've gotten a good bunch of games in one GameStop, and then there'll be another case where I find another set of games in that GameStop that the other one didn't have. You know, sometimes that happens. And the cool thing is that they tend to cooperate. Well, they have to cooperate each other because they make money and stuff like that. But they tend to, you know, anytime you're looking for a game and they don't have it, they'll call the other GameStop, or nowadays they'll look it up on their computer to see if the other GameStop will have it or not. And if they have it, then, well, they'll just call them and say, hey, could you hold this for this customer? And they'll be like, sure, no problem, because they're getting a profit. But the 2 main game stores that me and Dale has been going to now, previously before, there was this one store called Game Haven. And this was like the #1 retro game store that we would go to a lot. And I mean, every single time we go down to Cookville, we would go into Game Haven. Because they would have a lot of retro games. From NES, SNES, Atari, and all that stuff. And they used to have a large selection. Now, I'm not saying they don't have a large selection now, but now it seems as if that it's not getting a lot of attention, nor is it getting a lot of publicity. I think what it is that either their service went down, or their customer service went down or something, I'm not quite sure. Or maybe the lack of video games that people are interested in are not getting heavily noticed. Or it could be the fact that no one's trading in their games. It could be that too, you never know. It could be a number of things. But the point is that there isn't a lot to choose from in Game Haven nowadays. Like, back 5-6 years ago, whenever me and Delmar would go, I would always get at least like 5 games at a time, you know? Now, nowadays, I'd be lucky if I can find 1 every single time I go down there. Lately, I've been just seeing if there's like a good buy that I find, or if there's like a rare find. For example, the last time I went down there was the Devil May Cry trilogy strategy guides. I did not think I was going to find those 3, but I saw those and it's like, whoa, they're all there? And I was like, 1, 2, and 3. What would have made it better if I found 4? But I thought to myself, I love the Devil May Cry series, so why not, right? So I went on ahead and got the Devil May Cry trilogy strategy guides. But sorry if I'm getting distracted, guys, but TJ was kind of low on HP, so I wanted to kind of fix him up real quickly. He is slowly climbing up the ranks. By slowly, I mean sadly very slowly. But no, the other retro game store that we've been going to now, and sadly it's the first one that we go to now because it's practically like on the edge of town when you first get into Cookville. And so it's like, as soon as you get into Cookville, you turn into Cookville towards the red light. And you can pull up past this hill, and as you get over that hill to the slope, it'll be right over there. It's a little bit past Walmart, actually, so it's called Game Exchange. Now, I'm sure some people have heard of Game Exchange. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit well-known. It's a little bit bigger, I think, maybe. I'm not quite sure, in terms of, like, chain marketing or whatever. But, Game Exchange, we first found out from one of the associates that we work with. And he was saying that Game Exchange has a good bunch of games. So, me and Delmar was like, okay, well, we'll go to Game Exchange if we can ever find it. Well, when we went to Game Exchange last year, I think we went down, the first time when we went down there was like the middle of summer, I think. We went down there, and we were both like flabbergasted. We were like, oh my gosh! Not only is it bigger than Game Haven, but they are also a lot more... I don't want to be mean towards Game Haven, but they're a lot more organized. Like imagine Blockbusters, but retro games only and half the size of Blockbuster. Again, it may seem weird in that perspective. In fact, if any of you even know what a Blockbuster is, if any of you do know, then you know the layout I'm talking about. If you don't know what a Blockbuster is, then I can't help you on that one. It's a rental store. Back before Redbox and Gamefly ever existed. But, Game Exchange, we went in there and, oh my gosh, they had a great selection of games. I could easily name off 10 games that they had back there that I wanted to get. But I couldn't because I didn't have enough funds. But yeah, they had like easily 10 games that I wanted, and I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure of the game titles that they had, that Game Haven had, they were actually cheaper. Now by cheaper, I mean like they were like $1 or $2 cheaper than Game Haven. So, I mean, on the one hand, it was like, yes, this is going to be our #1 place that we're going to go to now. At the same time, we are going to go to Game Haven every now and then, because you never know. Sometimes you'll have that one oddity that you'll find, and you'll be like, oh, they have this, you know? It never hurts to check all locations, because sometimes you'll think to yourself, oh, they're not going to have it, and then you go in there one day, and then you're like, oh my gosh, they actually have it. Because Game Haven, we've had some good finds there. For example, Delmar was lucky enough to find a Game & Watch there. And I think it was like... It was in its original box and everything like that, and it had batteries. I think it was like $80, which compared to its eBay price, I forgot how much it was on eBay whenever we actually checked it, but it was actually, I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually a pretty good find. And then I found a Final Fantasy for the NES in its custom case. You know, the one that I showed you in my BlackCross Collect Games video. I found that one for $20. And I like it just because of the display, you know? It's cool looking. I like it. But aside from that, though, it doesn't hurt to check every once in a while. Every once in a while, you'll come across something cool, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I went here, you know? Had I decided to avoid it, I wouldn't have encountered this find, but I'm glad I did. So, and then of course we're going to go bowling, whenever we get down there. Our bowling alley isn't as good as it used to be. Like, I'm going to tell you that right now. Our bowling alley sucks. Because of two reasons. Number one, it tends to have poor functioning machines. Like, their machines half the time tends to lag a bit. And you'll know whenever I say lag, whenever it takes like a good minute or two before the ball finally gets to you. You know? It's like as soon as you roll the ball towards the pins or whatever, and it comes through that runner and everything like that, it takes it like a good minute before you finally get your ball. It's very, very bad. And then second of all, they have a tendency to open late. Now, when I say late, normally the bowling alley would open at 9 in the morning, you know, 9 a.m. Sometimes even 10, depending on the weekend or whatever. You wanna know what time they tend to open? 4 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and they usually close at like 8 or 9. So that's not a wide range of hours. Then again, there's not that many people who are bowlers unless you're a retiree or part of a championship team. Which honestly, I wouldn't mind joining a bowling team. That'd be pretty cool. At least it would add to my revenue of things that I would be doing. You know, video games, at this point right now, puzzles, as well as Gundam model kits. Which I may end up getting me a Zoid model kit as well. Started to get into that lately too. And of course I love playing bowling. I just don't get to bowl that much because, number one, it seems kind of weird for me to go there by myself. I mean, I could go there, but it's a lot more funner if you go with a group of friends, you know? To me it does. But, to that extent, I guess if Delmar wanted to, he can go with me. But to do that every evening, of course, you know, me and Delmar, we're always busy and everything like that. If it ain't our videos, it's also everything else. Which there's nothing wrong with having a life, but at the same time, it tends to slow you down in the video department. If you know what I mean. Let's see. What else can I, what else are we gonna do down there? I think we'll go to, like, Books A Million. Now, I'm not really a book reader, per se. But every once in a while, they'll actually have a bunch of strategy guides, you know? Which, that's pretty cool to have. is some strategy guides and everything. So far, I'm at 36 right now, so that's good. But in terms of strategy guides, I think right now my main goal is to have all of the strategy guides for the Final Fantasy games. I mean, not much for like 11 and 14, but I want to get all of the main ones, like Origins, Chronicles, Anthology. I've got 7, but yeah, I've got 8, but I haven't got 9, and I know I've got 10, but then again, that's not the 10 and 10-2 HD collection. Because if you guys remember, the HD collection is actually the Japanese version that finally got released in America. So it's like, I don't have that version. I have the original 10, but I don't have the other one. And oh my gosh, I'm just right now noticing my party. It's like, I better heal them. I think as soon as I start getting low, I better start using potions. But yeah, I'm wanting to get a complete guide collection of Final Fantasy strategy guides, because I'm almost there in terms of getting all of the Final Fantasy physical titles. Because I've got Origins, I've got 3 for the DS. I've also got it for Steam, which I'll talk about that later on in a little bit. Let's see, what else was I talking about? Oh yeah. Final Fantasy Chronicles I need to get, just to have 4. As well as Chrono Trigger, you know. I've been wanting to play Chrono Trigger for quite some time, so at least I'll mark that off my list, just to have it. Anthology I've got, which has 5 and 6. I've got 7... Need to get the physical version of 8, but I can get the digital version with no problem. Actually, by the time we do get to Final Fantasy 8, I'm hoping they'll release a PS4 version of it. That'd be cool. You know, because they've got 7 and 9 now. It only makes sense to go ahead and add 8 to that list. But, gum, that's a lot of you. This might take a while. GJ, anytime you're ready to cast, there you go. I was about to say, come on, cast a spell now. Much better. Okay, where was I again? I hate it whenever I lose track of what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy stuff. So really in terms of like physical copies, and by physical copies, I'm missing Final Fantasy Chronicles, which would have Final Fantasy 4, and then Final Fantasy 11. I've thought about it, and even though online-wise it would no longer be functional, actually someone told me that technically the server is up. I'm actually kind of surprised considering that's on a PlayStation 2 and Xbox, but I'm not sure. Or maybe it's a custom server. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? But I want to get a physical PS2 copy of Final Fantasy 11 just to have all of them aligned, you know? I think that'd be cool, you know? Again, it's pointless to have 11, but at the same time, no one's playing it. So I say there's a lot of copies available, you know? Plus it's kind of sad that it's not inactive. You know, it is kind of sad. But I've got my own copy of Final Fantasy XIV. In fact, let me go ahead and pull it out. Ah, there you are. Yeah. See? Got my own copy of 14. Thank you, Trey. You didn't have to give me anything, though. But you did. Actually, you were selling that copy originally anyway. But, I was tempted to get it. But at the same time, I was like, would I ever play 14? Because, I mean, it is an MMORPG. So I don't know if I would have time to play it. Because of all the content that's in it and everything. But at the same time, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? If I have time, I'll play it and then I'll do like a follow-up video or whatever talking about my experience with it and stuff. So it'll be fun. You know, I'm not saying I'll do it all the time, but it'll be fun. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like Final Fantasy 15 Comrades, where I can play with AI characters. 14, instead, I'd be literally playing with other players. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. I might play it, I might not, you never know. Excuse me. But, along with that subject, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the future Let's Plays of Final Fantasy. You know, because after this, when we finally do beat the final boss, if we can get to him, that is, that's going to be the difficult part, is actually getting to him. Let's see, how is everybody doing? Okay, everybody is now at level 36. Depending on how things go, I may stop at 37 or 38. I'm not quite sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, though, after this, we'll be playing Final Fantasy II next week. I'm hoping to beat this today, and then next Tuesday we will be starting on Final Fantasy II. Which, that's actually the beginning portions of where Final Fantasy begins this, like, mainstream of, like, traditional, continuous, reoccurrences. Like the summons, a story of some certain characters and stuff like that. Like Sid, for example. Sid is a reoccurring character name that shows up. So, I'm hoping to recognize a few things in, Final Fantasy II. But we'll see how that goes once we finally do start into it and everything like that. But then after Final Fantasy II, I finally made my decision. And we will be playing Final Fantasy III on Steam. I have a Steam account. I say have because I technically had a Steam account previously. Hadn't used it since I first had it. And the reason why I first used it was because I wanted to see how strong my PC was to begin with. And the cool thing was it was strong enough to pull Steam, but there wasn't really a large amount of games that I wanted to play off of it. You know, there was like one or two. One of them being Besiege, but I never purchased it. Mostly because of the fact that I just hadn't thought to purchase it. I may purchase it later on, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the other one is, Kingdom. For those of you that don't know what this is, look up Lord Minion 777, aka Wade. He did a Let's Play of Kingdom, and I actually liked it, that game. That was actually really cool. I was very fascinated by it, and I wanted to continue playing it and everything like that, and it was just really fun. I had fun with that one. The problem is, it gets harder the wider... Oh, sorry about the mic. It gets harder as it gets wider. Like, you start off with this much section, but then you clear out more land to expand your empire. But it gets harder and harder as you expand, because you have to go on one end of the map to continually upgrade the wall and stuff, and you have to go to the other side to upgrade the wall. You have to go on the other side to clear out the woods. Same thing for the other side, same thing for the other side, back and forth. Eventually, you do come across warp gates but you have to unlock them on both ends. And it becomes harder because at the center, that's where you have to recruit soldiers and purchase weapons and stuff like that. It does get harder as you widen out and everything like that. But it was very fun. I really enjoyed that one. I recommend for anyone who is like big into Castle Defender type games, which that's my thing, is Castle Defenders as well. You should definitely look it up. I promise you, it's a really good game. I think it's only like $6 maybe at most now. So I mean, it's not that expensive. It's one of those easy to purchase and easy to play games. Maybe I should start using my potions. I mean, I don't want to, but I've got plenty of guild. I kid you not. I have so many guilds. It's not funny. It is crazy. Since TJ's at 400, I'll just stop at 400. No reason to go over that limit. That guy is looking a little bit better now. How many experience do I need for my main character? Okay, so he's not far from getting to level 37. Okay, that's good. But anyway, back to the whole Steam thing. I kind of lost track of that one. It's like, where was I at before? But anyway, I've decided that we're gonna play Final Fantasy III on Steam. And I think my computer can do it. I think my computer can do it. Because OBS, the system that I'm currently using right now, doesn't require that much CPU, much less that much RAM power to run it. Which is surprising, but that's a good thing. Because that means I can do other stuff and not have to worry about the system crashing on me. So that's a good thing. And me and my best friend TJ looked at the specs for Final Fantasy III, and it doesn't require that much data to run it. So that's another good thing. So in other words, my computer should be powerful enough to take care of both the OPS as well as Twitch as well as streaming. Or Steam for Final Fantasy III. So I should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a problem at all. I'm hoping that it will be fine. But before that happens, before we do get into that portion of the Final Fantasy III, currently right now I'm waiting on a component, because I have a second monitor now. I have a second monitor. I went to my local, technically they're thrift stores, but it's more of a, they're technically called Good Samaritans. But it's basically a store where people drop off their trying to think of another word for junk, but their stuff. They drop it off at the back door and everything like that. They drop it off. And it's basically considered donations for the community. You know, the money is used to then help supply the building itself and the employees that work there. And they're mostly there to support the less fortunate, for those who don't have enough money. And they can purchase stuff from there. You know, they purchase anything from like food to clothing, anything of that nature. And anyone can shop there, technically. And every once in a while, you'll find some good stuff there. You know, some good holiday stuff, some good clothes and everything like that. And at first, I thought it would be crazy to look in that area. Because I wasn't particular about price, I was just looking for a fairly small computer screen, you know? I'm not looking for anything bigger than a 20-inch, I'm looking for like maybe 18 to 16 inches at most. But whenever I went to like Staples and stuff like that, I couldn't even find a 20-inch. They had like 24, 29, 35-inch. I was like, dadgum! I just want something to fit on my computer desk next to my actual computer monitor, you know? It's like, I'm not looking for a humongous one. So then one of the associates there in Staples asked me if they could help me. And I said, well, if you could, that'd be nice. Do you know if you carry any 18 or even 16-inch computer monitor screens? And she's like, no, we don't. But then she told me, she said, you can try Good Samaritans or any of the other thrift stores. They might have something. I'm like, would they? Because in my mind, I'm thinking of the old Macintosh computer screens, you know? Those big, bulky ones, you know? It's like, I mean, yes, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to work for me. So then me and Delmar went down there to Good Samaritans just to think to ourselves, would they have it? I sincerely doubt it. But the second we went in there and walked towards the back where they had their like electronic stuff and everything, we saw 7 computer monitors. All of them being below 20 inches and below $20. I was like, holy shit, we found the mother lode. So me and Delmar picked the 2. They're not the smallest in terms of like what I'm saying, but they were the smallest in terms of like what they had in stock. So I think I got the 17-inch and Delmar got the 18.5-inch. So it was like, it was a good find. We were both happy with it. But then we were both like, okay, how are we going to get this to work? So I was thinking of like using the HDMI cable that I had for, you know, going from HDMI cable from computer to TV monitor. But apparently the HDMI monitor cable hookup doesn't work. Because technically it has an HDMI cable on the back of the computer monitor. But apparently that's either not working or that's not hooked up. I'm not sure what it is. But that didn't work out well. So then I was reading online and apparently there is a, I think it's called DVI or whatever. Basically it goes to the back of your computer monitor and it goes to the other computer monitor, the blue hookup one. I'm not sure if it comes in any other color or not, but I only know it comes in blue. They have a component out there where you can hook it up to your computer monitor, but then it splits to where you can have dual computer screens and everything. So I was like, okay, this is actually what we need. So I ordered it, and I'm waiting for the part to come in, actually. It should be coming in tomorrow, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So either tomorrow or Thursday it will be in. It'll be on one of the days, I imagine. Tyler, I think you should be getting close to leveling up, aren't you? Yeah, in just a few more battles you will. But, yeah, hopefully that will work out well, and then everything should be set. As soon as Tyler levels up, we'll go ahead and take the crew and see if we can survive the Temple of Chaos a little bit better. By a little bit better, I mean like maybe get farther in. Because funny thing about last time, we were kind of trapped. And by trapped, I mean we were stuck between 3 floors that we couldn't get any further. Oh, he's already there. Yep, everyone's there. Okay, let's go ahead and progress to the Temple of Chaos then. While trying to get there, that is. But anyway, on to the discussion at hand. So we were stuck between 3 floors in the Temple of Chaos, and I was trying to figure out how we were supposed to get further. And then all of a sudden I thought to myself, I was like, the loot. The one that the princess gave to us early on in the game. And I was like, okay, we're supposed to use this somewhere. But where? I was not sure where to take it. Now I know where it's used at. So it's like, okay, so I had the right idea. I was at the wrong floor. Apparently, it's at the top part and not the bottom part. So I was being an idiot on that day, but at the same time, I didn't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I had the right idea, I just didn't know how to execute it properly. So, maybe now we can do it. But I do want to restock on my potions and stuff, and then go from there. Maybe I might level up one more before I even get there. You never know. I don't know if I should or not, but I found out technically there is, because I was starting to wonder, I was like, where is Flare? Because I was like, okay, so all the spells are technically here, but where's Flare at, you know? And if you don't know what Flare is, it's basically an Omega move, sort of like Holy Magic is. The only problem is, I can't use Holy Magic because I don't have a white mage. But I have a black mage, and he can use Flare. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, where is it at? And then I found it's at the last town that you can visit, which is before the Mirage Tower. Lufian, whatever it's called, I don't remember. But anyway though, we can go in there, we can purchase Flare, which I should have done ahead enough time, to where I could grind for a guild and stuff. Oh, that's right. Actually, we better go ahead and sleep in a cottage. That way we don't kill ourselves. I mean, yes, on the one hand, it's kind of pointless to get Flare now, but at the same time, it might come in handy. Not saying it will, but it might come in handy. You never know. You never know, it might come in handy to have Flare. Honestly, if we can keep encountering monsters like that, I think we might level up even faster. But we'll see. I mean, after all, we still gotta get potions once we get done here. Yep. Alright. So he's all the way at the edge of town. Literally. Right here is where it's at. Now this one technically, I think, has life too, which unfortunately, none of them can learn. Honestly, it'd be nice to have that ability. I would pay twice that amount if my red mage could use it. Sadly, he cannot. So that sucks. Oh well. We got our gear. Now we gotta travel back, which I'm gonna go ahead and use the cottage again. Not so much to save, but to so much to heal my crew again. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I just farted. There's your fart joke, kids. Be grateful. I don't do them as much. Mostly because I don't see any major humor, except for if you make a loud one, you know? It's like all of a sudden it's like a brrr. That wasn't a loud one though, that was one of those silent but deadly ones. Why'd you retreat? Oh, whatever. Let's see. If I can remember how to get there, I say the best method in terms of like getting any potions, because at this point we can buy any of them without worrying about it, you know? It is like, why do we even need to panic about money? We have all of the money. But yeah, we'll go to Corneria to not only get potions, but we'll also stay at an inn, and then we'll head up to the Temple of Chaos. We'll use the cottage to save, and then we will enter in. And hopefully this time, maybe this time, we might actually survive. I sincerely doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Okay, so in other words, I need to go this way. Ah, there it is. Okay. That's right, the item shop's this way. Alright then. I want to read the description of it. Use outdoors. Never mind! Thank goodness I only purchased one! Had I purchased 99 of them, I would have felt dumb. Ugh. Honestly, I wish I could. At least then I would actually be able to have a better chance of healing my party every time. You know? Honestly, I'm just kind of surprised that it doesn't have high potions. Much less the elixirs. It's like, I don't know if it's just the PlayStation 1 port, or if that was part of the original game, but I mean, who knows? There may have been a number of things that changed. But at any rate, though, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how well we'll do. But we're gonna find out in just a sec. Because we're gonna save right there. That way, in case we mess up somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Let's try this again. The 4 crystals were laid over the black crystal. The tide of time advanced to engulf all, and the dimension began to twist. Just one step further and you will travel 2,000 years back in time. Now then, if I can remember how to get there. Ouch. Need to go this way. Hopefully this time we can actually do better and survive a little bit differently. At this point it's kind of hard to say because I'm getting encounter rating like crazy. Just don't want to heal unless I absolutely have to. Which may have to heal. Because we're already below 100 points our normal health. So that might be an issue. But we need to go this way. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal them real quickly. We're already using up all of our healing items as is. Oh, Flare? Has that much usage? Holy shit! I had no idea. We're gonna use it though. It kills them all. Well, unfortunately, no. It's not as powerful as I would have liked to have been. Had it been a lot more powerful, I would have been happy. Unfortunately, it is not. I leveled up again. It sucks the fact that I don't have that much healing ability. And that's what's killing me right now. It's like, seriously. They're at least a healing fountain, you know? Well, at least somebody's leveling up. Don't want to use all of it yet. I want to keep myself healthy as long as I can, but at the same time I need to be careful. Like right here, right now. Well, my main hitter is paralyzed. At least Holly was able to take care of it. There's really no point in getting those chests. I don't think... No. They don't have it. Had to remind myself, it's like, do they have it? Okay. Now comes the complicated part. Where to go from here? Okay, that's a dead end. Oh dear Lord Almighty. I'm pulling out Flare. That's gonna take too long. Again, with another ice storm, it's a good thing I'm using Flare on you guys. Because this would take forever. Okay, this doesn't have it. Hit! Holly isn't messing around. She's like, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. Okay, it's not there. Dadgum, these chimeras. Okay, TJ leveled up. Okay, I see the ladder, or the stairway, should I say. Holy crap. We're fleeing. I hate these things. Okay, never mind. There is another staircase. Okay, that's a dead end. Hopefully we're going the right direction. I want to say we are, but I'm not quite sure anymore. Tyler leveled up. Dadgum. Okay, I see another stairway. We're gonna use it. Right after we kill these white dragons. These green eye white dragons? I was gonna say, if they're blue eyes, then welcome to the blue eyes white dragons. Also, TJ, I know I gotta heal you. Just be patient. Oh gosh, stay alive long enough, please. Thank you. Okay. Tyler, we're gonna use magic to help TJ out. I'm hoping we're getting close. Oh boy, you talk about a long hallway. Okay, that's not it. Oh great. Should I go down here? Nope, that's a dead end. It's a dead end if I ever saw one. I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll let you heal Holly up. And then we'll have you heal me next. There we go. Much better. You're not going to do much of anything. I can promise you that much. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to do much of anything. Ribbon is a good thing to have. So note it. Earth Medusas are stronger against ice, apparently. Note it. We'll to try to see. Doubt it would do much. Nope, not nothing. Then again, I think though they're like wind beans. I may be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong on that one. I think they're wind. But oh well. We're almost to our destination, aren't we? Will Bolt do the trick? Worst case scenario? No. No, don't want to do that. I mean, thankfully, Tyler's strong enough to handle on his own, but... Okay, they're weak against thunder. That answers my question. Aha! Another stairway. Ah! I knew it! See, I knew that, technically, we would face off against, the four fiends again. So now the question is, how long will Lynch last? Doubt very long. Scratch that! One turn! Why did I even bother powering up? That was actually pretty funny. Mommy! Is this gonna be one of those type of things where I get lost? Also, before I continue onward, I have got to use the bathroom. My bladder is killing me. Oh gosh, yeah. Sorry folks. Like I said, my bladder was killing me. Are you kidding me? We have to go around the place? I leveled up again. What level am I at now? Okay, at this point, we should be fine. I say that now, but I have no idea what's going to happen next. Oh gosh. Sometimes I hate myself. Oh dear lord. Guys? How do I progress? Okay, well, Holly leveled up again. The problem now is that they'll never be at full HP by the time I get there. If I ever do. Oh wait, I say I'm missing it, aren't I? Yeah, I am totally missing it. It's like, die. Completely missing the margin. It's like, whoa, that's a lot of you. Is someone cooking in the kitchen? Cause, I do believe I'm smelling smoke. Oh no, wait, that's my brain overloading. The question, guys. What do I do? I say there's something missing. What's in there? I think this is the first time I've noticed this room. Well, I'm turned to stone. Thankfully for me, I know their weakness. Thunder! Or so I thought. Alright, better fix me up. Wait, what? Where the fuck am I at? I am so lost right now. I know that room. At least I thought I did. While they're fighting, I'm gonna look at a map. Be right back. Okay, so technically I'm going the right way. But partly. Had to be downward and then go that way. So, let's try this again. Wait, what? What? Help? 1, 2, 3, help? I'm lost. Oh, I see. Okay. Not that doorway. But there is another doorway. You know what? Sorry, TJ, to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to trade equipment with you. I know you don't have a helmet on, but I'm kind of getting tired of my second strongest character getting paralyzed and whatever. It's like, I kind of need it. Don't worry, we got plenty of golden needle if we need it. But I kind of need it. And I kinda needed it a few minutes ago. Actually, a few hours ago, but beside the point. Might want to try to heal some of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal Holly. She is going to look rough in a little bit. Nope. Hesitate. Must hesitate. Got plenty of potions right now. We can use them. We will be fine. Okay, definitely not here. Where? Where's the way to continue? I am so lost now. I thought I knew where I was going, now I don't know where I'm going. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this game is not helping me. Maybe there's something I'm missing. There's gotta be. Oh, wow. He does respawn. Well, good thing I'm having everybody attack him. Believe I've wasted my time. Did I say in this stream we're going to do it? I don't see that happening now. I'm just gonna have to literally state this. We are fucked. We are so fucked that if we do make it, if we somehow make it to Chaos, I don't know how long we'll make it. We're just gonna end up dead. It's like, it wouldn't be so bad if I could at least I just saw that. I just saw the door. The door that I've been looking for was right there. And I saw that door! People are gonna be commenting me, why'd you miss that door? Because I didn't see it! Oh well. At least now I see it. I don't see myself surviving for very long. Or if I do survive, it's going to be a miracle. At this point, my best bet is just to keep myself and Holly alive. Long enough to where we can actually get out of this mess. That is my only hope. I don't use any healing items until we can get there. I mean, I've got strong defense right now. And Holly's good on her own. Tyler, sorry. You're gonna end up dead before we even get there. Because unfortunately there's 3 more fiends we gotta take out. Had I not have been that dumb, and just... There was a lot of stuff that I could have done. Could have looked at the map and saw where I need to go. But I didn't. And I leveled up. But how much longer will I survive is the question. Not much longer. Like, goodbye, Tyler. You were good up until the end. Yeah, sorry, Tyler. I need to keep me and Holly alive to where we can get there. This encounter rate, though. Yeah, it's over. Sorry, Tyler. I need to survive this. Don't know how we're even going to make it. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. Well, again, we could make it. We can make it. It's just, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be extremely tight. And that's it. Because I can't do anything. Are you kidding me? I have to fight them. You motherfuckers! It's over. I can't do it. I'm dead. There's no way I can survive now. Even if I somehow manage to get to Chaos, I just don't see myself surviving. It's over. It's over. How did I not die? I just gave up and yeah, I'm dead. This is sad. This is it. This is where I die. Yep, I'm dead. Yep. I'm dead. We'll try it one more time. We did get very far. Let the record show we got very far. But I think the biggest problem that I have right now is trying to survive long enough to be able to do anything. So okay, one more time. This time is hardcore. Hardcore move. It's hardcore time is what I was trying to say. It's like we're gonna wait until we absolutely need to heal. Sorry if I'm a little quiet, but I'm very agitated right now. And annoyed. Very annoyed. You know the worst part about all this? I can't remember where I'm going now. Like, up until the lynch is where I mostly forget now. Like, from here towards it, I forgot. Towards the next fiend, I know where to go. Maybe over here? Nope. Now I remember, it's up at that corner. Didn't mean to do that. Damn it, Tyler. Yep, right here. Okay. Now I need to go this way. So yeah. Okay. I know where I'm going now. It's just at this point right now, I have to be very, very careful where I'm going. I need to plan to where that way I can actually do this. Because if I screw this up one more time, we're not going to be able to beat it. But if I'm careful with planning, since I know the map a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, enough to know where I'm going, I should be fine. I say I should be fine. How accurate that will be, I doubt it. Especially with this ice storm. Oh no! Why? No, I'm just gonna wait it off. He'll end up killing TJ again if I try using life on him. This is fucking ridiculous! Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid! Would you please stop it?! I swear at this point, leveling up to level 50 would be more beneficial. I gotta go all the way around. Encounter rate. Okay, I can handle preventive strikes. That shouldn't be a problem for me. You know, come to think of it, I'm actually kind of afraid now. Because I thought about it, and it's like, if Lynch does any of the shit that he did when I previously fought him just a few minutes ago, I'm fucked. It's like, that took everything. Took everything plus the kitchen sink. Kitchen sink. What I meant to say. It's like, I better go ahead and just heal everybody to 300. That way everyone's ready to fight him. Let's do this. Oh, this is gonna help. Holly is going to crush it. Did I say crush? I meant murderize him. Shit. That was one hit. Like, you bumped her up and then you powered her up and then she just... boom! Like, gosh, there was nothing left of him after that punch. If it wasn't for the fact that was a 5-hit combo, I would have declared that one to be a one-punch man. Ugh. let's do what we did to Lynch again. Okay? Because that was very effective. That was very effective, and I loved that one. That was like, boom! You're dead. Okay, here we go. Ollie, hang in there, please. Once, TJ, you finished her off. Shit. That was a little scary. Okay. Don't want to use all of it. Now then, I'm going to look at the map. Because I am a little lost, I admit. Okay. I think I've got it memorized. But we do need to figure out how to get down there. Oh dear God. I don't care what's very effective or not, but we need to kill them all. That is a lot of enemies to deal with. Then again, this is the Kraken's domain, so we're fairly close to where he's at. That's a lot of enemies. Holy shit, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, for the love of fucking Christ! That didn't kill them? Yeah, these were the things that was screwing me over. Maybe this time... Because this is the farthest we've went. Especially since now I know where I'm going and how I need to go through it. It's like no fooling around, no exploring, head straight to the target. Love of fucking criminy Christmas. When will this end? Please tell me fire is effective. Not as effective as I would like to have been. One thing's for certain. My bladder can only handle so much before it completely explodes because of the impact. Oh dear Lord Almighty. Get rid of that. We don't want to know what that's gonna happen. Just kill it. No fooling around. Probably best to go this way. Because, like, I know where I'm going. But I need to get there. Since this is a preventive trike, I can take my time. Not so much. Oh crap, I need to go the other way. I just saw it. Oh crap! Kill it! Oh no, not enemy strike first! We need to try to escape that. Yes! Oh, thank God. As much as it's gonna pain me, I'm going to run away from now on. The bosses, I can understand not being able to run away, but at this point in time, I have to... Oh, come on! Enough is enough! Can't you see I'm wounded? I'm barely standing now. It's like at this point in time, I can't do it anymore. Please let me escape. Otherwise, this is going to be a long-ass fight. Tyler. Okay, good. Oh, come on, please let me go. I'll take that. TJ, you're just gonna heal. You're not good at attacking. I understand this sucks for ya, but we don't need to screw this up. Gosh. We are finally towards the end almost. Okay. Okay. Come on, I was almost there. Please let me go. Thank you, Holly. Ah, bless your soul. I forgot where I need to go. What was it again? Okay, now I remember. Now is not the time to be forgetful. We are almost there. If we can escape these last fights, come on. Okay. It's just we are almost there. Come on. Okay. Again, we are almost there. Oh, come on, leave me alone! Never mind! Shut my mouth. Oh, shit! We're too close right now. I swear my bladder is about to blow up at the power of this closeness. I am literally right there. Okay. I have to go really badly now. Okay. Just on the other side of this wall is the final battle. We have made it this far. There he is. We're here right now, bud. We're not wasting another second. This is it! Well, don't you look familiar? Don't remember me? It's Garland. "2,000 years into the future, you killed me. But the four great forces sent me back in time, thus resurrecting me in the past. The wheel of time revolves internally. I sent the four fiends of chaos into the future. and they shall once again send my future self into the past. 2,000 years from now, I will lose all memory of the past. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The pixelated version of Chaos looks pretty badass. That's scary. But in the past, I will be reborn yet again. Your lives shall end here, and mine shall last forever. This is it. This is gonna hurt me. Not as bad as I thought. This might hurt me. Okay, not as bad. TJ, your last act. Keep Holly alive. I'm sorry to do this, TJ. I really am. This is gonna hurt me, and Holly, and Tyler, but mostly TJ. Did I? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh, I did it. I did it. Oh, the time loop was severed at last. The battles spanning 2,000 years came to an end and peace prevailed. The light of the four crystals revived the wind, water, earth, and fire. I did it. It's all begun with a travel misunderstanding, but it was enough to open Garland's heart to darkness. His hatred swelled with the four forces of nature, and from it were born the four fiends of chaos. Evil swallowed the world, plunging it all into darkness. But that is now past. The stuff of legends, thanks to the courage and strength of the four warriors, all has been set right again. The warriors will travel in time once more. The world to which they return will be restored, to its natural state. Princess Sarah, Queen Yan, and even Garland will be there, oblivious to what happened in that time, twisted dimension. But when did it all begin? The source of the chaos lay in a shred of time that looped around to connect 2,000 years. 4 warriors were chosen by the very forces that had plunged the world into darkness. These 4 forces were the key to banishing the darkness as well. And when everything was over, the memory of the 4 warriors' journey to the past was destined to be lost forever. But their deeds will survive in people's hearts as legend. The tales will be passed down for generations to come. Dwarves and elves, dragons and people who reach for the stars and will cherish the tales. The warriors are returning, traveling back from the world 2,000 years past. With the memory of their journey buried deep within their hearts, they will carry on their lives and watch over the world. Never forgotten. The light of this world must always be guided in the right direction. If it goes astray, darkness will come again. A crystal shines within every heart. A crystal gleams within your heart too, for you are the one who fought the battle, spawning 2,000 years. May the world be blessed with the light for eternity. I did it! Oh my god! I did it! I did it! Oh! I've never been so happy! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Holy shit! I actually thought I was going to die there at the final battle, but I did it. It feels so good to actually be able to beat Final Fantasy 1. It is so good to finally witness what Final Fantasy 1 was and what started it. I am so glad that I made it this far. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this, I have to admit, I'm glad that I finally played through Final Fantasy 1. Record it wasn't the original NES version, I admit, but at least I finally got to play through the first one. And I have to say, it was pretty good. I really liked it. Keep in mind, I'm not the smartest guy in the bunch, so naturally I'm going to do stupid stuff here and there, but had I had just taken the time to, like, read every person's dialogue in order to find out where to go to or what they have in store and everything like that, I think maybe I might have had a better chance of actually getting around. Instead of like, oh, I need to start remembering that sometimes in RPGs you just gotta talk to everybody, and eventually you'll find somebody that will give you the item that you need in order to progress. I don't think to do that. Sometimes I just breeze through it and hope that they give me something, but I need to read into the dialogue. But I'm just really glad that I got to play this, and I'm so glad that this new year we started off with beating Final Fantasy I. So, unfortunately, like I said, tomorrow there won't be a stream going on, but next Tuesday we will start on Final Fantasy II and see where the series growed from there. Because, again, this was the first one. So we're going to see what came about and what began in Final Fantasy II. Again, this was the first one. So, with the exception of, like, certain things here and there, everything else was Final Fantasy-esque. But we didn't have any summons, and there was a few, like, items that I really thought was going to appear in this one, but apparently not. But, in conclusion, I will see you in the next stream and in the next video. Remember, if you have not checked out my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. I also have a Twitter and Facebook account. Be sure to follow me there to where that way you know when I'm streaming. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. This is BlackCross, signing off. Take care, guys. Holy shit. God. Ah.